confidence at the moment.
Pocket as last frame goes astray. So once again, Zhang comes to the table having been given an opening.
Yeah, and that's a word, isn't it? Given. He's been given it all night so far. It's not like he's knocked in a terrific red and cleared up, but it's down to Hongyu missing or playing a post safety. And now he's back in Zhang's hands again. Nicely played.
Eight. Nine. Yep.
So, not ideal on the black, but he may be forced into going into the reds here, and that could really do him a favour if the black goes in. All these reds covering one another. Yep, nicely played. I think he's on the red to the right corner.
16.
Lou's looking at 4-0 here.
17.
And Zhang under looks so cool at the moment.
Yeah, it's his first semi-final, but he's just got more experience in general of playing big matches on tour. It's not over yet, this match, but if he does lose heavily, he can take some comfort from the history of the game. I remember Sean Murphy, he reached his first ever semi-final at the 2004 British Open. John Higgins beat him 6-0, and it was every inch of 6-0. A few months later, Sean won the World Championship. Sometimes you learn from the heavy defeats. It makes you go back and look at your game and look at where you need to improve.
Well, that's a mistake. He's not ideal on this next red.
32.
And not ideal to get onto a colour. No, so a rare miss, and what a chance here now for Hongyu. Poor positional shot, the shot before. And he's getting plenty of support.
He really is. I love the snooker here in Brentwood, rather, and I'd love to see a recovery.
One.
Well, he's 29 behind, 28 now. And all these reds go, taken in the right order. As he pots one, it releases another one.
Seven.
This would do his confidence a world of good if he could win at this visit. 3-1. It's not too bad a result if he can do it.
8.
Red next to the pink will go to the right middle. And those three reds closest together, one of them will go to the left corner. Same pocket as the black's going into now.
$15.
And that's okay, I think he can get to the black. May have to give those two reds a little rub, but it should be okay.
16.
Well, could be a good time to take that red on to the middle. He's not ideal on the other red to the right corner. He's had a look at it.
$24.
Overscrewed it by distance. Wanted to be coming down towards the black from this red.
27.
Makes it easier to play for these remaining two reds.
$28.
So just 1 point in it.
Green. $31.
Well, he's missed easier balls than this tonight. Nicely done.
32.
Yeah, now I think this red will go to the middle, and we'll soon find out. Certainly goes to the corner. And he could play for it to the corner and play the snooker at the same time. Choices to make now. It's not ideal on the red to play the snooker and the pot.
39.
So it's one or the other. It's either the pot or the snooker. Which is it?
He'll be playing the pot, guaranteed. But he's not got it.
He has got away with it though.
39.
Big time. This could be a free ball.
Ball. Miss. To Hongyu. 5.
It's in the hands of the gods. Haven't heard the referee call it.
Back. Bring it up, please.
think blue may have been further away from the cushion. Well, it's nearly spot on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, these are big moments. I mean, 3-1's a good lead, but 4-0, you feel the door is almost shut on Liu Hongyu. If he could just scramble this frame, then every chance after the interval, once he's on the scoreboard, to mount a more sustained recovery. He's 15 in front.
Yeah, that's a sensible shot to play. Get the red safe. Everything after that is a bonus. And that's a very good safety. Well, will he take it on? Big moments. If it goes in, almost certainly win the frame. Difficult pot. Oh, couldn't have got any closer. He's left it up. And there's only the blue that can come to save him now.
It looked good, didn't it, that? You know, as you say, got very close to it. But then it comes back across the table.
One.
Let's not forget, these are big moments for Zhang as well.
5.
They really are. He's slogged away, hasn't he, for years on tour. And now finally has the chance to reach a final.
7.
He needs the pink. Take a 4-0 lead. Well, that's a nice angle to try and stun him behind the blue. He's not ideal on it. He was willing it just to come a little bit further. Heart pounding. He's got to take it on to the baulk corner. And he would be on the pink if it goes in some way. Second prize.
Zhang under 14.
Yeah, you can't really come on when you're snookered.
Well, the only good news is that he didn't go in, I guess, for Lu Hongyu.
Just needed to hit it a little bit harder. So another chance for Zhang under.
Still pressure on this. He's had one chance already. Still needs blue and pink. Just brush the pink there. But he is still on it. He's won 2 frames on the pink tonight already. This for a hat-trick, for a 4-0 interval lead. Well, he's ridden his luck a bit, but he has also been the better player of the two. Lu Hongyu was hoping just to get on the scoreboard there in the 4th frame. It didn't happen. So Zhang Anda goes to the interval 2 from the final, leading 4-0. Sometimes intervals can make a difference. For the player trailing, Lu Hongyu, he's in big trouble though. He's making elementary errors that are contributing to this scoreline. Remember, there's been 3 frames won on the pink, so it's been close, but they've all been won by the same man. Zhang Anda 2 away from the final.
Zhang under to break.
Overall, he's looked pretty cool tonight in his first semi-final as a professional in a ranking event. He needs 2 more for a crack at Judd Trump on Sunday for the trophy.
What a day that would be for Zhang. Well, so far he's refused this long red to the right corner. Had a couple of chances at the break off to take this red on. That's more like it.
Well, if he was watching this afternoon, the way Judd Trump turned that match around was to completely change his approach. He went for everything and he got everything.
Yeah, great pot this, but unfortunately that cue ball has just travelled a little bit too far. Too risky to take the green on. So just a safety, and it deserves so much more, really.
Good sign though that A, he took the red on, B, he got it. John Higgins said he felt like he'd been hit by a truck, the way Trump came back at him. And if Lu could get that sort of pressure on Zhang, you know, he's trying to reach his first final, we'll see then how good he feels.
Yeah, because we've seen it many times, haven't we, David? You know, over the years, we've seen it so many times that a player's on top, but a shot can change everything. How a player thinks. You know, 1 minute he's on top. Frank Sinatra said it, didn't it? And the next minute he's on the floor.
Well, he was known for the odd comeback, wasn't he, Frank Sinatra?
Yeah. He's a little fortunate there, wasn't he? Played a terrible safety, but didn't leave a pot on of any kind. Once again, that could have been a lot easier. The pot for Lu Hongyu. Just the safety again. And I think if he can keep himself that he doesn't miss anything easy and try and make his opponent win the match rather than hand him it. Somebody should have been saying to him, look, Zhang, he's never been in this position before. He's going to get nervous. Keep him under pressure. Good cue ball. Oh, that cue ball was going close. Zhang winning the safety success. Yeah, not far away at all. Normally he'd play the red to the pink, but looks like the cue ball may be going into the pink if he plays that. Well, that's a mistake. So, a chance for Hongyu.
1.
Neither on the black or the blue. You can see them both afield. Well, that's going to tie the black up for the time being.
8.
Pink, not easy to get onto either. Wow, a
9.
lot of side on that cue ball there to get the right side of the blue. That was a special shot. Well controlled.
Fourteen. $15. Yep.
Perfectly played. 2 reds by the pink spot. The top one of those 2 is available to the right corner. That would then free the other one to the left corner. Got to finish low on that red though. That's a poor positional shot.
20.
I'll be disappointed with that. A lot more difficult to get right side of the blue now. Left-handed as well, I might add.
21.
Look at that for a shot coming around the 2 cushions, left-handed. Brilliant.
$26. $27.
A lot of travelling having to happen here with the pink and black out of commission at the moment. So keeps going up for the blue. He won't be travelling to Wuhan, he didn't qualify.
32.
In fact, he lost in the qualifying for the International Championship as well, so this run hasn't really come off the back of anything else this season. It's been a little out the blue.
$33.
Well, he held his hand up, but that wasn't the best kiss in the world. It's not directly behind this blue. Missable. Nicely played, and had to work that cue ball to get position.
38.
Again, the wrong side of this red though, but delighted to see that blue drop.
39.
And this time he's straight or the wrong side of the blue. So the only red I can see, unless he takes the yellow, is that one next to the pink. And if he takes the yellow, he's not guaranteed to be on a red. Gotta play the blue and that red next to the pink if he wants to keep the break going. It's not beyond him, this red, down the cushion. Looking at playing the safety. Not interested in trying to play onto this red.
44.
Just going to play the safety. Yeah, good effort. Well, what a good pot that was from Zhang. He needs another one.
Yellow.
He's played it well. Coming around the two cushions for the red, he couldn't have played that one any better.
No, two really good pots, but the safety obviously didn't get the little snooker behind the pink. Lu Hongyu, how costly could that be? Zhang, of course, has the cushion of 4-0.
Well, the black still tied up. The pink, well, difficult to get onto. So he's got to concentrate on the blue for the time being.
Nine.
Well, from there, it looks like the black will go into that left corner. I don't think he can get to it this time round. Well, yeah, he can, actually, looking at that shot. He could play for the black here.
10.
I think he may have tried to hit the black, try and develop it, but he's just missed it.
Zhang 10.
Yeah, I mean, on the aggregate score, he's only actually scored 42 more points in the match, Zhang, but he's 4-0 up, but those 3 frames he won on the pink, obviously all very close. But the pink now in play, there it is, you can see quite tight on the aggregate. Pink now in play, which is going to help whoever pots the next red. He's just flicked off another red there. That could have been pretty catastrophic. What's the word? Disastrous.
Could have been a catastrophe as
That's
well. He took a risk there, trying to swing the cue ball past them reds. A chance to bring the black into play here and play a good safety. Now there's nothing safe. 35 in the game.
Yes, the lead doesn't mean that much if everything's on.
Yes, and what he's worried about here is if he plays off this red, will it knock another red over the pocket? It's very risky, this shot to play. But he'll be happy with that result. Well, this red will go to the right corner, but he's hampered over the yellow. These are the shots, if he does take it on, these are the shots that can turn things around. I just cannot see a safety.
No, I think if you look at the way Trump turned it around, you've got to try and get in, make something happen. Wasn't easy though at this stage, all the setbacks he's had tonight.
Hasn't finished too badly though, has it?
No, I mean he could have stuck him bang in there, couldn't he?
He just got a bit of luck there when he needed it. I didn't think this red went, but it does. So it's a chance, this. He took a long time over the shot. I didn't think it went because he took so long. Now, only one safe-ish red. quite straight enough on this red to the middle. He'd have liked to have been straight on it, so he could have played for the blue or the pink. Looks like it may have to be the green or brown. How confident is he? Dairy lever, a long black. And would get him to that red on the cushion.
Six.
He's played for it. He's perfect on it.
Yeah, sort of watching him, you know, he doesn't always necessarily exude confidence, but he can play the shots. He likes to have a little think about things first.
Well, it's got to be the black. He's looking at the pink, but the black's the ball. Get the black on its spot. It makes the red on the cushion a lot easier. He tried to knock it off the cushion, and I'm surprised because it wasn't like it was close to the cushion.
13.
A couple of inches off. Still, it could have worked out.
Zhang 13.
I think Zhang tried to cover this red. Fortunate, very fortunate.
Well, it's now the longest frame of the match, just shy of 28 minutes. Surely to stand any chance, and it would still be slim, but to stand any chance, Lu Hongyu's got to win the frame. like I say, the fans here, I'm sure at the start of the tournament not many people would have picked this as the likely semi-final, but they've shown great support to Hongyu, a newcomer.
Oh dear. One good pot. He's brought both reds into play. Now it's going to come down to nerve here. If we can pot this red, finish on a colour, every chance. It's not a gimme, this shot though. It's well and truly missable. Well, this time he hasn't got away with it completely. The red is on. Nicely played, and a nice angle on the black to play onto that last red. And that's all you'll need.
Well, that could have gone badly wrong.
8.
But he's managed to just sort of bully his way through between yellow and brown. I'm sure this crowd will give him a good cheer if he can pot this red, because it should be his first frame on the board. Well, it's nice to hear. This is all new to him, of course, at this stage of a major tournament. It's all new to him being on tour, full stop. And he has struggled a bit tonight, but it should be 4-1, and then you never know. We've seen enough comebacks down the years to know that anything can happen. I think it makes a difference, the fact that Zhang has never been in a final as well.
13.
Yes, he had a chance, didn't he, at that penultimate red. Well, maybe he
16.
can relax a little now. 4-1.
Twenty. $25. 31 and a frame.
So he has won his first frame. It's a long way back still, but it's not going to be a whitewash. Zhang Anda's lead is reduced to 4-1. So Lu Hongyu is on that scoreboard. 4-1 it is to Zhang Anda. Second semi-final of Snooker's English Open.
Hongyu to break.
Let's see if this is the start of a sustained recovery. Crowd certainly let him know when he potted that frame ball that they'd like to see one.
Well, I don't think he's covered this red. So chance here for Zhang under. Deep breaths. Not an easy pot, but a chance. He needs a good kiss, and he didn't get it. Just potted the red a little bit thin, and that's why he's lost the cue ball. Does he take it on, the brown? Easy enough to drop in behind the brown. Nicely played, and he's played for this red just above the black. Also got the red to the middle, but
5.
I think he's absolutely perfect on this red to be able to pot it and play the cannon and develop the black.
Six.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. The black now available to the right corner.
Yeah, Hongyu, he spent a long time over the safety that ultimately left the pot on.
Well, Alan McManus made a good point, and he plays a few shots like an amateur. So he concentrated on the cue ball when he played his last safety, and he should have been thinking about where the red was going to go. You don't play the object ball towards a pocket on a safety shot, because if you don't get that safety, the red's close to the pocket, and it's a shot that he will learn eventually, because he'll think about that. Shouldn't have left that red over the pocket, and it could cost him dearly.
Yes, like I said earlier, life on tour is an apprenticeship. I mean, Judd Trump, was in the final when he turned pro. He was only 16. First match he played was against Fergal O'Brien. I mean, you can just imagine. Fergal had him in all sorts in that one. Areas of the table he didn't know existed. But you learn as you go along. And now Trump's all-round game is absolutely superb. Because it has to be at the top level.
20.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Trump's got the complete game now. He's got the patience. Sometimes he just lacks a little bit of confidence, but he's good enough to bring that back with one shot. All of a sudden, feels completely different, and that's what natural players do. Jimmy White was very similar. Sullivan still plays that way. Now he's got one more red. One more easy red. And then he's got to start thinking about going into them. The blue would be a good ball to go into
35.
them from. Full in the face on the pink. The black is a more difficult shot.
36.
This is not an easy pack to go into from the black. Well, looking at to see if the red will go, and that would be a little bonus if it does. He doesn't get flustered, does he? Just goes about his work.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd ever really know how he was thinking at any point, really. Doesn't give anything away.
43.
That's developed another 2 reds, that shot.
44.
A little nod there from... Well, that come very close to missing, but he couldn't have played it any better. Given himself choice of 2 reds.
51.
That was an excellent positional shot.
So he's going to need the 2 open reds and then 1 more from the bunch.
52.
Well, he's left a little angle on the pink to give them a nudge. And if he does give them a nudge, it should be on the loose red, if he doesn't develop one. Doesn't have to hit them hard. Well, I can't believe he didn't try to give them a nudge. Now, has he got away with it?
On the 52.
He had the perfect angle on the pink. He would have almost certainly had a shot at that loose red had he not developed anything. Just a little bit negative there because he'd have potted this next red for sure. But then what? Got to go into them.
One.
Well, one good split. Hard to see him not being on a red here if he gets into them full. They haven't split kindly at all, have they? You need a bit of luck. He didn't get any. But he's still in this game. These reds will be now open.
You Hongyu 6.
Just 1 safe red. Well, that's another safe red, which suits Zhang. Well, he tried to push a red safe, which is done. He's got the black safe as well, but this isn't too difficult a pot to the middle. Pink's available. Pressure. That's all it is. Pressure.
Well, Zhang Anda, as he comes back to the table after this miss, didn't take the chance to open the reds earlier, but now they are open, and he's 46 in front.
One.
Still needs a couple of reds. He hasn't missed with the rest. He could take the pink. It's not easy to leave himself with an easy red from the blue.
Ooh, and he just wriggled in as well.
6 out of 6 with the rest.
6.
One of the biggest shots of his life, this.
Yeah,
Zhang Anda, 6.
it's becoming a bit of a struggle as that winning line starts to come into view. The head comes down.
Sometimes you just cannot hide your feelings, can you? He does well most of the time. You can't tell what he's thinking. You could then. Clever shot, pushing that red safe onto the cushion. You don't have to play that cue ball back down the table each time. Well, can he be tempted this time? Big risk. And with all those reds safe, is it worth the risk? Why not try and bring reds into play? And you can almost feel him thinking, should I take it on?
Well, it's a chance. He's 52 in front. There's a red on the cushion, the black's on the cushion. This is a chance to win this frame and go 5-1 up.
Oh, brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. And now he wishes he'd have played for a colour.
1.
It made a great noise, didn't it, as he went in?
Pink.
Yeah, if he pots the pink, Lou can only tie. Another good pot. Didn't play position, didn't have to. And with the black where it is,
7.
it's going to be difficult to tie the frame.
Yeah, it's good to see him taking these on. As I say, you know, that's the way you're going to win ultimately. Suggests he's still feeling good. So he's very much in the driving seat here for a 5-1 lead.
He doesn't have to take this on. He could send this red back down the table towards the yellow. It's okay if he leaves the red onto the middle. Can't get to the black. So he doesn't have to take this on.
Very nearly brought the safe red off the cushion. But again, he saw a chance there to finish it once and for all.
Once again, he could take this one on, leave the cue ball on the black cushion. No way to get to the black. Brilliant, brilliant. And it's good to see him going for the shots, because it's eventually won him the frame.
Absolutely right, yeah. He's not sort of gone into his shell. It looked for a moment like he was doing, but he sensed the time to really attack the game, and it's worked. So Zhang is a frame away from reaching the final of the English Open. What a week he's having here in Brentwood. One more needed. He leads 5-1.
One.
He's played that well. Played a cannon to those two reds, trying to leave himself on the red next to the black, which he is on, but he's also on the other red to the left corner. Good chance, this.
Yeah, and as you say, the fact that it feels like it's almost over, he might just relax and just start to play more naturally, and that makes him dangerous.
Yeah, especially if Zhang misses balls like he just did.
Whatever happens, it's been just a fantastic week for him.
15.
Beat Sean Murphy, former world champion, Joe O'Connor, who was in a ranking final last season, Chris Wakelin, who won the shootout, Mark Williams, just won the British Open, and Ding, China's greatest ever player. I mean, it's some list of scalps, isn't it?
16.
To beat one of them in a tournament in your first season on tour would be good, but to beat them all, it shows great potential.
Well, he has got an angle on the blue here. If he goes into the reds, he needs to miss the pink on the left. They should split nicely. Yeah, just like that. And he's on one. That was a really well executed shot. Didn't just go into them, but he played to miss the pink. And look at the split.
22.
It's in his hands now, this frame.
$29. 30. 37.
Very tight, that one.
$38. 45.
Yeah, the key shot in this frame so far has been going into those reds from the blue. Opening them up.
46.
This is the shot. Couldn't have played it any better. Well, looking at a plant, these two reds to the left corner. And if they're touching,
52.
you can certainly make them.
$53.
So, black for frame and a quick kill, and it'll be his highest break of the match. Funny old game, isn't it? You know, the nerves seem to have gone away now that he
16.
seems unlikely to win. but you never know. If he carries on like this, he can certainly put pressure on.
61.
He's still got to win a frame.
$68.
Well, the red stays out, but the damage is done. A quick frame, that 11 minutes. And a very fluent frame for Lu Hongyu. One chance needed, 68 the break. He trails now 5-2. And it was 5-1. Lu Hongyu made a good 68 break there, the highest of the match. Here he comes. Hoping to continue to apply pressure to this man, who still needs one more frame to set up the final meeting with Judd Trump tomorrow.
Thank you, frame 8. Lu Hongyu to break.
It's been a close match. I mean, Zhang's actually only potted 2 more balls than his opponent in the whole match, so it's just those close frames earlier on before the interval, 3 on the pink he won, have made the difference. Yeah, total points just 4 in it.
Yeah, I remember playing in tournaments where it was aggregate points for the match. And I remember playing Willie Thorne and I was winning 4-0. And in the final frame, made a century break and beat me. Strange, very strange. Oh, what about that though? That was a superb shot. Stroked it in full length of the table and he's on the black. Well, he sat out most of the last frame and he was sat there and he was psyching himself up. But this is still a tough one. And again, played it very well, got the cannon perfectly.
This is his chance, and maybe the fact that Lu put together such a good last frame has sort of told him, right, you've got to actually go out and win it now in a similar fashion.
9.
Not bound to win, you've actually got to take it.
Yep.
Very exciting moments for Zhang Anda. He's been, I suppose, the label that no one really wants is journeyman. You know, he's been in those mid-rankings, he's never been in the top 50 in the world even. A few quarter-finals here and there, but you know, he's been part of the supporting cast, but he's about to potentially step into the spotlight on Sunday as a leading man.
Yeah, perfectly played that.
16. $70.
Now, will he go into them? He could play for the red, that's to the left of the black. Nothing wrong with that. This clears
22.
the way for the black to both pockets.
$23.
So one more red, and he's got to go into them. Not ideally on the red.
30.
Would have liked to have been straighter, just to run through top side of the blue. get the reds open. He can still do that, but I'm not sure how good an angle he can leave on the blue. May have to play for the yellow, and he could go into the pack of reds from the yellow. The important thing is the red.
31.
Tried to hold the cue ball. And what a big shot this is. He's going to be playing quite a few of them. Oh dear.
Foul.
I think the saving grace is that he's not on a red. Very unfortunate. Couldn't have struck them any better, really. Not a lot of emotion there, is there? You wouldn't think he's just knocked a red in from the pack. Yeah, just caught it a little bit too thick, that red. And it's hitting the blue. But very risky to take the red on. Excellent safety. Yeah, not a bad return. Nice little flick on the green. And that red on the left side cushion, just making things a little more difficult on the return safety. Got to be so careful here not to push a red over that right corner. Well, there's some good stuff coming out now from both players.
Dangerous table for Lu Hongyu. 5-2 down, 26 behind.
And this is why, you know, he's got to be very careful on what he decides to play. Everybody wants him to take that long red onto the right corner and play for the pink, but so dangerous. If he misses it, he's on the bus. That's a lot safer to play. And not the kindest kiss in the world either.
1.
Great long pot. Took the risk on hitting the reds, which he did do. Awkward queuing for the pink with those two reds where they are.
Well, it's a bit of an obstacle course just to get the rest through.
The blue looks easier for me. If he's going to take a colour on, that is.
Well, it's not impossible. It could be his last shot if he doesn't pot it.
He's brave, taking it on.
Hongyu 1.
But now, one good pot here. And it would be a good pot. Across the nap of the table. Yeah, that's a good pot. There was a lot of pressure on that because he knew how important that pot was. So it's down to Zhang now.
Yes, Zhang, first turn professional in 2009. He's plugged away all these years trying to make something happen. It's all come together this week in Brentwood. Can he get himself over the winning line?
Eight.
Well, this is going to tell us a lot about Zhang, these next few shots. Got to try and keep it as simple as possible. That's just where he wants to be. 40 points, the lead.
15.
Will he come back to the table?
$16.
Well, whether he does or he doesn't, he's really made a name for himself this week. I mean, literally, it was a name most people didn't know until the tournament began, new on tour. But what a terrific set of wins he's had. And he'll learn a lot from the experience.
$22.
There's a couple more reds here required. Exciting moments these for Zhang.
23.
Yeah, this is the ball now. This red. Just checking the score. If he pots this, it's snooker's required, and it looks like Zhang Gander's in the final to take on Judd Trump.
39.
Well, what a week he's had. Obviously, the Ronnie O'Sullivan victory was the highlight en route to the semis, but this victory now is going to put him through to the title match. And, of course, Trump's going to start favourite, but
38.
we've had so many interesting results in the last few years. Remember Fang Zhengyi beating O'Sullivan in the European Masters final.
39.
You just never know. Hongyu, though, knows that it's over now. He doesn't give much away, does he? But he'll be
46.
delighted, clearly, that he's got this out of the way without a mammoth comeback. So Zhang and the man they call the Mighty Mouse will take on Snooker's coolest cat, Judd Trump, in the final of the English Open. What a week he's had, and it's not over yet. He's made it all the way to the title match on Sunday. He's beaten Hongyu by 6 frames to 2. So a terrific break in the end there. Just needed that one chance when it came.